Hey everyone, what is going on? And welcome to another video. Welcome to my veteran run. So I did hit veteran in the little holiday cup. I know I haven't had videos up for the past few days, and that's because we moved. A little life update, I guess. We had to move last weekend because our last landlord rented us a place filled with bed bugs. For those that don't know, I did mention it, but for those that don't know, it was absolutely disgusting, and he didn't want to do a thing about it. He blamed us. We have proof. I mean, we have letters from the previous landlords saying they did an inspection a couple days before, which they did do for bed bugs because it's we lived in a community and they did routine bed bug checks. We know we didn't bring them in, but our landlord just did not care. It was an absolute disaster. This whole thing cost me a fortune, but we had to get out of there. Hopefully, we didn't bring any with us, but it was absolutely terrible. It was disgusting. Oh man, but either way, that's why we moved. Internet is not set up yet. I'm using a hotspot actually. And yeah, so I did hit veteran in the little holiday cup. I did since drop because I haven't been playing well this season. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm just going to be real with you. And yeah, so little holiday, not my favorite league. Probably not yours either. But the team is going to consist of Litwick with Shadow Alolan, Geodude, and then regular Alolan Graveler. I would prefer the Shadow Alolan Graveler, but I didn't have one at the time. And it's a standard team, right? Obviously, the Rock Throw users, they both have Rock Throw. It just do its fast move pressure. Shadow Litwick with that fast move pressure is absolutely insane. Yeah, without further ado, I guess we can go ahead and just begin the veteran run here. So here we go. So it's going to be Litwick into Chinchou. Terrible lead for me. And let me know if you prefer these battles how I used to do them or just uploading clips straight from my streams. I could do both, to be honest. I haven't really done one of these traditional videos in a while, I guess. But either way, Chinchou's a terrible lead. Obviously, I have to go ahead and pivot out. But they throw a Bubble Beam just to get a shield and debuff me. I knew it was going to be a Bubble Beam. And they bring in Pakarisu, which is really tanky. I do throw an attack. I do get the attack drop, which I guess is guaranteed, right? But either way, they do fall me down, which is not ideal for me. Yeah, this is a rough one. I think we're actually going to lose the first game. We do go ahead and bring in the Graveler. I do let the first attack go, calling the Thunder Punch. It's a Thunderbolt. I do resist it, and they're debuffed. This one's probably the Thunder Punch, but I think I have to shield this one. It is a Thunder Punch. I could have let that go, but we'll see what's in the back. Oh, it's Cottony. But yeah, look, the Chinchou's still healthy enough, right? Yeah, the Chinchou is still healthy enough. Good game. This team does struggle to Chinchou. I mean, the backline does fine against it, I guess, because we do resist Spark, but we are weak to the Bubble Beam. Okay, bad matchup. We do have to pivot out into the Geodude. And my opponent's actually staying, which is amazing for me, because I can just Rock Throw all the way down before they get me, which is good. But look at that. Out comes Litwick. That's telling me they're probably triple weak to Rock Throw. So I'm just going to bring in my Graveler and farm all the way down. Yeah, they are triple weak to it. So Litwick kind of struggling. Obviously doesn't want to see the Ducklet, right? But Rock Throw users just could do really well. So Bubble Beam, I knew it was going to be a Bubble Beam with debuffs us. But that's fine. Even if they get to another one in KOS, we do have the Litwick, which could finish the job. Good game. Yeah, these games are fast. Fast move pressure is the way to go usually in the little cups from what I've noticed. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch out. Maybe we could lure out something, and we do lure out the Vigoroth. We can never make it to a move. You don't need a second move. You don't even need a charge move, to be honest, because you can never make it to a move. And even if you do, they'll shield it. And for the most part, you don't really even need shields. Like, who cares? Because the fast move pressure damage, right, is insane. So I do farm down with Shadow Litwick. Out comes this Litwick. I mean, Mystical Fire, that's what it's called, not Magical Fire. Yeah, Mystical Fire is pretty good because you can debuff your opponent's attack. So even though they did shield it, you still debuff them, which is really strong for you. Obviously, that's really ideal. You do want to do that. But I do go ahead and let that one go. I can't switch out yet. I'm trying to, but I can't. So I might as well go ahead and throw another Mystical Fire, which will debuff them. Do I pick up the shield? I do, but I would have preferred not to shield. Oops. I accidentally exit out. But that's okay because I can go ahead and bring in the Graveler right now. I think I mentioned I would have preferred the Shadow Graveler, but I just didn't have one. I didn't put the attacks on the screen because I actually have to go out after this. I'm still doing a lot with the new house and everything. So I didn't really have time, but I just wanted to record the veteran run before the little holiday cup ends, you know. So I just added the Pokemon to the overlay, right? Thunder Punch coming out. That is okay. I can go ahead and take that, and we do take that game. So that is going to be a good game. Very well played to my opponent. This team does struggle to a goal lurk, or not goal lurk, but goal lit with Mud Slap. The whole team is weak to Mud Slap. The back users are double weak to it. I checked this to see if it had Powder Snow or Rock Throw. If it had Rock Throw, I had to switch out, but it doesn't have Rock Throw, so this is fine for me. I'm going to go ahead and shield this one. It's a meaty beam, so that's a really good shield. That was a CMP on the Mystical Fire, I guess, but that's fine. I can go ahead and go for mine. They let it go. And now I see an Alolan Mawak come in. You absolutely love to see it. Now you do have to shield this because the Bone Club honestly just KO the Geodude. So it is with the shield here. And it is double fire, which is kind of what I was thinking. So it ended up working out for us. Good game. And let's go ahead and move into the next one. Litwick into Ducklet Turbo lead, but obviously we do have two answers to Ducklet in the back. So we do go ahead and go into it. They bring in the Vigoroth. This team would struggle also against a Water Gun Ducklet as well, which I did battle one. I don't think it's in this video, but I have seen one. So see, you are weak to that, right? Do I shield the Rock Slide? I gotta shield the Rock Slide in case it is a Rock Slide. And it is a Rock Slide, so that's a good shield by me. And I do farm down that Vigoroth. So out comes Ducklet. Can I get off the Mystical Fire? Not before they get off an attack. Not going to go ahead and shield this. I'm just hoping whatever's in the back is also weak to Rock Throw. I have noticed a lot of teams really weak to Rock Throw. Either 2 Pokemon or even 3 Pokemon just all weak to Rock Throw. So that will debuff them, and I bring in my Graveler. There we go. Litwick is weak to Graveler. Down they go, and they don't want any part of it. Good game. Let's go ahead and see how the next game goes. Turbo matchup for me. We got to pivot out into the Geodude. I have been using Shadow Geodude as a safe swap. I guess Graveler is the same thing, but I've been using Geodude. Out comes the Vigoroth. You got to lure it out. You have to lure it out. Litwick is fine against it, but the only issue is the Rock Throw. So if they do charge up to you, you kind of have to respect it. Either that or you're going to be okay with letting your Litwick go. So I do go ahead and shield that, and I do farm down. Very nice. I think if they baited, they wouldn't have made it to a Rock Slide. They would have only made it to another Body Slam, which would have been fine. Just going to go ahead and debuff them and stall out the switch timer. Still can't switch, unfortunately. So my opponent is farming up. I think I just let this go. Yeah, I don't want to shield this. I just basically, essentially what I'm hoping for is they have another Pokemon in the back that's weak to Rock Throw. And they do not. They have an Eevee. And Eevee has Body Slam, which is a legacy move. But it also has Dig, which you're weak to. So I do successfully call the Body Slam, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because they're going to be able to get me anyway. I could shield this one, and I do shield it. I have to. But the Ducklet's just going to be able to wing attack me down. So good game. Wait, I didn't have 2 charge attacks, right? If I did, that was a mistake because I could have thrown 2 charge attacks and taken that. No, it looked, for a second, it looked like I had 2. Maybe I'll go back and watch that. I don't think I did. But either way, I can farm this down with Litwick easy. They actually let it go. So now in comes Ducklet, out comes Graveler, out comes Cottony. This is beautiful. I already knew at this point I won because I do have the Litwick for this. Gonna wait out the switch timer. Obviously, you know, I don't want him to get a whole lot of farm on their back Pokemon. But I'm going to be able to wait out the switch time. They're still going to be able to get the farm because I still can't switch out and the switch time is not coming up. But I could at least debuff them. But they do throw right away, or if it's not right away, it's soon, which is really good for me. Obviously, they wanted to the Bubble Beam. I feel like that would have KO'd, so that was definitely an undercharge, I think. But either way, Graveler can come in, and it doesn't matter. Even if they get up 2 Bubble Beams, well, first of all, I tank a Bubble Beam, but even if I didn't, I have 2 shields. So I'm looking good here. I'm going to be able to take that wing. Yeah, and they do forfeit. Yeah, these games go by fast. At the end of the day, you can't really take the Little Cup serious, at least in my opinion. I don't know. You know, I've seen double Razor Leaf, double Rock Throw, double Charm. Who cares? So they bring in Ducklet, and I have a great response. Of course, the Geodude is going to go ahead and take the Bubble Beam because I know I can take it. And I'm going to be able to farm down. Do they make it to another one? No, they do not, which is beautiful for my Graveler. So I am able to farm down. Good. Good stuff. Let's see what comes in. It's going to be Eevee, and I do get off the Rock Throw. But again, you don't really care for the most part about getting shields. Oh, Rock Tomb. Have I been calling it Rock Throw? But in this case, it is worth throwing it because you do debuff them. Same with the Litwick, with the Mystical Fire. You do debuff them. So it is worth the throw there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shield this because the Dig would KO me. And out comes the Battle Axe. So this is going to be a good game. They do get off an attack again. You do have to kind of shield. I mean, you're double weak to it, right? You rock electric, so like it's gonna KO you. This is a 500 CP cup. Eevee is coming in. Even if they get off an attack, which they do, and even if this KOs me, I think it does. I could just farm them down. Obviously, dig KOs. I wasn't sure if they threw the dig or not, but either way, I can farm down with Shadow Litwick, and that will be a good game. Very well played to my opponent. Yeah, in the little cups, I feel like the fast move pressure is the way you want to go. But we do pick up a Phantom there. And that will get me to Veteran. So the climb to Expert has officially begun. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.